Hello everyone, welcome to this new session. So in our previous sessions we have solved the problems related to star delta transformation, and we have also discussed the derivation of conversion of delta to star connection and star to delta connection. Those who have not seen those videos, please see those videos. It is available in our channel. It is available. We have created the playlist, okay, especially for those who are having backlogs and they are writing the exam network analysis in 27th of November. I guess I don't know the date, but I guess it's on 27th. And also for the upcoming future third sem examination, for them also it would be very useful, these network analysis classes, okay. Those who have not understood in their class and those who are struggling, this is from my side. From our side, our team has decided to make this subject network analysis because this is very important, and most of the students are having complaints regarding they are not understanding anything. Okay, so see all of my videos. I guarantee you that your knowledge about this subject would be increasing, okay, and you would be scoring good marks. So with that motive, let's continue now. We have solved two problems in the previous session. Let's continue solving problems of star delta transformation. Okay. So this is one more simple circuit. Again the same thing, we should be reducing this to one single equivalent resistance between these two terminals A and B. Okay. So these two lines are not required. Okay. In the question they have mentioned it, so I have written. You can directly consider this diamond shape as a network. Okay. So here how to reduce this? First thing, analyze the circuit. So here you can see that we have two delta connections here, right? But if you observe carefully, you might be thinking that we are having two delta connections, but it's not the case. We are not having two delta connections here. We are having only one delta connection and two resistances. Okay. Why? Because if you want to have complete delta connection, you should be having three resistances, right, in all the three sides. But if you observe here, if we consider this as a delta connection, here we cannot consider this as a delta connection because we don't have one separate resistance for this. These two are left alone. Similarly, if we consider this as one delta connection, these two are left alone. Okay. So when we observe the circuit, like this kind of circuit, whenever they ask, don't think that we are having two delta connections. Convert these two into star and calculate. You might be getting wrong answer. Okay. So here, consider any one of the delta connection, upward or downward. Convert that into star, then simplify. So in this case, I am considering this upward connection, okay, and I'm converting into the equivalent star connection, okay. That is, let's simplify the circuit and write that is. Then let's calculate the values. So this delta I've converted into star, okay. Then these two resistances which are left out, I've kept it as it is, okay. This is A. This is B. So this I have converted. These two values are 2 ohms and 4 ohms. Now let us find these three resistances value. That is, in order to find this resistance value, that is conversion of delta to star. Okay, delta to star conversion, what I have told, in order to find this impedance, we should be considering the opposite resistances, that is 6 ohm and 6 ohm in this case. That is 6 into 6 divided by the sum of three impedances, that is 6 plus 6 plus 6, that is equal to 36 divided by 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. 18 ones are 18 twos are. Our answer is 2 ohm. Similarly, since all the values are 6 only here, so we would be getting 2 ohm in these two areas also. Okay. Similarly, see, if you consider this value, if you want to calculate this, 6 and 6 ohm and 6 ohm, that is 6 into 6 divided by 6 plus 6 plus 6. Since the values are the same, you would be getting 2 ohm everywhere. So these two are 2 ohm and 4 ohm. Now next step is how to reduce this circuit. So these two are the terminals here. Keep this as it is. You can see that this here and this here are a single branch. These are not two separate branches. This is a single branch. So these two here are in series. So we can consider this as one. There is series resistances and this as series resistances. So we can add them and write it as like this. That is, this is 2 ohm, and here we have 2 ohm plus 2 ohm, that is equal to 4 ohm, right? In this case also we have 2 ohm plus 4 ohm, that is equal to 6 ohm, right? And then B. Understood, right? Then these two are in parallel. convert it to the equivalent single resistance, that is 4 into 6 divided by 4 plus 6, that is 24 by 10. We would be getting around 2.4 ohm, right? That is, this is 2 ohm. We have converted this into one single resistance, that is 2.4 ohm, A and B. So now finally we have two resistances in series. If we add them, what we would be getting our final answer as 2 plus 2.4 is 4.4 ohm. Okay, like this we need to be solving. Okay, so this is that circuit here which I have solved it. So please go through this, very important. Don't confuse here. If we have two triangles here, don't consider that we are having two delta connections. Okay, in order to have delta connection, we should be having three resistances minimum. We should be having three resistances. Okay, we are having only one single delta connection here. So that's all, guys. Take down this problem. Let's solve one more problem and wind up this session. So this is the next question. So this network looks complicated, right? But believe me, this is very, very easy. Okay, not complicated at all. Nothing much. See here, you see here, this is one delta, this is one delta. We have two separate delta connections, not connected together, separate delta connections. Okay, so we can say that we are having two delta connections here. Nothing much to do. Convert this to equivalent star. This also converted to equivalent star. After that, we would be having here, here and here one resistances in series, converted to single equivalent resistance. Similarly, we are having here, here and here one resistances in series. Add them and convert it to single equivalent resistance. So finally, we would be having one resistance here, one resistance here. Add them, and here we would be having, do the parallel connection and finally solve it. Okay, very easy. Let's whatever I've told you, let's analyze and solve it. First thing is, write the first step equivalent circuit, that is this convert to star, this also convert to star, that is so this is I have converted to star. Rest all the components keep it as it is. These two keep it as it is. Here this also you convert it to star. Here also I have converted this to star. This is A and B. So the value, this values won't be changing, that is 6 ohm, 9 ohm. Let us see these three values now. Okay, consider this one. So let us, if you want to find this resistance here, consider the opposite resistances 4 ohm and 6 ohm. This is again delta to star. So what we should be doing, 4 into 6 divided by 4 plus 6 plus 10, right? So that is equal to 24 divided by 10 plus 6, 16 plus 4, 20, right? So 24 by 20 we are getting. That is equal to, if you calculate, put it in the calculator, we would be getting around 2 10s are, 2 12s are, 2 6s are, 2 5s are, 6 by 5, that is around 1.2 ohm. Okay, so this is the value here, 1.2 ohm. Similarly, if you want to find this resistance, that is here, consider the opposite resistances here, 6 ohm into 10 ohm, that is 6 into 10 divided by again the same thing, 4 plus 6 plus 10. That is equal to 60 divided by 20, right? 21s are, 23s are. So here the value is 3 ohm. So this is 3 ohm. Similarly, find this resistance. Consider these two opposite resistances, 4 into 10 divided by 4 plus 6 plus 10, that is 20. Directly write it. 10 ones are, 10 twos are, 2 ones are, 2 twos are. Our final answer is 2 ohm. So this is 2 ohm. Okay. Similarly, solve for this side also here. If you want to calculate this here, opposite resistances 20 and 15. So 20 into 15 divided by 20 plus 10 plus 15. That is equal to 20 into 15 is how much? 20 tens are 200 and 20 into 15 is 300 divided by 20 plus 10 30 and 45. 300 by 45. So how much is 300 by 45? So if we reduce it, we would be getting 60 by 9. Okay, 60 by 9 ohm. Let's keep this 60 by 9 ohm as it is. Okay. So that is, here value is 60 by 9. Okay. So the next step is calculate this resistance opposite, that is 20 into 10 divided by 45 again. So this would be 200 by 45. So 200 by 45 is 40 by 9. Okay, you can simplify and check it later. So this here is 40 by 9. Okay, similarly here this resistance here, these two are opposite resistances. 15 tens are 150 by 45. That you would be getting it as 30 by 9. Okay, so keep this 30 by 9 ohm like this. So you can check it later. Like this we have solved. So now reduce this, so you can see that these three resistances are in series, right? So convert it into one single equivalent resistance upwards and downwards. So our simplified circuit would be looking like this. We would be having one resistance here, one resistance here, and one resistance here. Okay, so here we have 1.2, here we have 30 by 9, and here these two values now we should be finding. That is 2 plus 6 plus 40 by 9. 2 plus 6 plus 40 by 9, that is 8 plus 40 by 9. 72 plus 40, 8, 9 8 are 72, right? 40 by 9. 112 by 9. Okay, that if we calculate, we would be getting around 12.4 ohms. So here we have 12.4 ohms. Similarly, these three, that is 3 plus 9 plus 60 by 9. 9 plus 3, 12 plus 60 by 9. 12 nines are 108 plus 60 whole divided by 9. 168 by 9. Right, 168 by 9 is around 18.6 ohms. Okay, you can check it in the calculator. So this is 18.6 ohms. So now we have reduced this. Now these two are in parallel. Do the parallel connection, that is 12.4 into 18.6 divided by 12.4 plus 18.6. Put this in the calculator and check for the value. Okay, the estimated value which I have got is 7.44 ohms. Okay, you can check it later in the calculator. Check this, put this equation and check it. So here we will be getting 1.2. This is 7.44, and this is 30 by 9. Okay, that is 10 by 3. 3 and 10. 10 by 3 is around 3.33 ohms, right? So now finally we have these three in series. Add all of them, that is 1.2 plus 7.44 plus 3.33. Okay, the answer we would be getting is around 11.97, or you can directly write, approximately you can write it as 12 ohm, no problem. Okay, you will be getting the marks. But how much ever accurate you are getting, you can write it, you can keep it as it is, and if it is nearer to 12, you can estimate and write it as 12 ohm, you would be getting the marks. Okay, so this is our final answer, 11.97 ohm for this circuit. This is very simple actually, not that tough. Okay, but in the exams they would be asking very tough. So in order to make you solve those tough problems, you should be knowing how to solve the easier problems, in order to, so that you would be confident enough to solve the tough problems. Okay, so that's why I'm making you solve these kind of problems. Okay, so take this down. Okay, those who have not understood these steps, okay, those are watching now the video and skipping all of the steps which I've done and watching now suddenly what I've written here, you won't be understanding anything what I've written here. So that's why I tell you guys to watch the full video. Some people, what they will do, they would be directly going to the final answer, and here they would be seeing like this mess what I've done here, and they would be judging us by saying that what he's written, this is not the format to be writing, that and all they would be telling, and they would be saying that video quality is poor. So that's why I tell you guys, please watch the full video, then you will understand what I've written here like this. You will be understanding each and every step very clearly. So watch the full video guys, okay, then judge anyone. So this is the final answer. Hope you understood. Like this video guys, share this video with your friends, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.